Hello everybody, Chad Eves here. This past Saturday was July the 8th, and the significance of this date was lost upon me. I remember learning about it in history class after I learned that it is generally recognized as the first date that the Declaration of Independence was first publicly read. There is some evidence that it may have happened earlier, maybe even on the 4th, but that evidence is, I guess, not as solid as it is for July the 8th. Now, why am I sharing this? On the previous Friday, the 7th, I was shopping at a grocery store with my wife, and I was wearing one of my July the 4th t-shirts and had a picture of George Washington. He was wearing stars and stripes sunglasses with the quote, "Suck it, England." I know some of my friends out there are from the UK. Hope you appreciate a little friendly banter. I know I was on the receiving end of a lot of it when I lived over there for 4 years. So she saw my t-shirt, and she had mentioned that she owned a local business here in Barrington, Illinois, and that she wanted to do a public reading to commemorate the earlier public reading of the Declaration of Independence, and asked if I would be interested in it. As many of you know, I have other podcasts. I have the Executive Communication Brief podcast in addition to this one here I do with LinkedIn, and I also do various types of speaking. And I'm a huge history buff, love Declaration of Independence, freedom, so I was like, yeah, sure. So we talked a little bit, and that's what happened. The next day I went to her business and did a reading of the Declaration of Independence on the front porch of her business, which her business was in a house in downtown Barrington, which is pretty common for there. A lot of houses have become businesses. And it was a really fun event. It was something that I'll share the beginning video of it, the first couple of minutes. It was about a 12-minute read total, and I did cut myself some slack. I read from paper, which I usually don't do, and you'll know I usually espouse that you don't do this, but I didn't know the Declaration of Independence that well in one day to read it effectively. So I did read it from the actual text of the document. But the reason I wanted to share this with you is we never know when different kinds of opportunities come up, and we can be a little hesitant to do it. You know, it might be something new, it might be something we're not fully prepared for, and you'll hear a lot about when something comes up, when an opportunity comes up for you. You know, take advantage of it. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know if it's a performance like this, who might see you doing it. If it's an event, who you might connect with. And there can be lots of different benefits. Besides, it's always good to get out and, meet people. Get out and, make new friends, network. And, it's always better to have more friends than it is to have less. And especially after this post-COVID period, we've got to get back out there, people. We've got to get back out there and mingle and network and do things with people. So I hope this inspires you to an extent to the next time you get an opportunity, maybe to go to an event, go to a party. Maybe you don't know anybody there. Maybe it's to do a reading of a document like this, or at a conference or something like that. Take advantage of it. Do it. You might be nervous. You might feel a little unease, but when you do more and more of it, those feelings will go away. You'll become more comfortable about it. And one of the best things that you can do for your career is to become an object of interest, to do stuff to where people know who you are, know that you do things. So maybe not at that exact event or that time, but something comes up and you're in their mind, the back of their mind, because they saw you do something, they met you somewhere, and something could arrive at you that you forgot about or never realized could be an opportunity for you. So I'm going to go ahead and start the first couple minutes of the video. I'll post the entirety of it on the YouTube channel with a link, so if you want to watch it, you can go see it there. But I hope everybody had a great 4th of July holiday last week, also July the 8th for the reading of it, and are enjoying your summers. It's always important to get that recreational time in. Our brains are always working. You never know what you might think of when you do something else. So enjoy the weather, enjoy the summer, and everybody take care, and I will be back later.
Thank you for reading Chad today.
Well, thank you, Therese. We're here at Good Samaritan Rescue in Barrington, Illinois. And as Therese indicated, we're going to recreate the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence in Philadelphia on July 8th in 1776. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's gods entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impelled them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.